Malawi boy. Boy.
Are you ready, Mr. Frozen?
Frozen Part 3. How you doing, guys? Well,
We are
am I
not
in
dead.
a glitch?
Oh, yeah. Nah, we're not leaving the hood. We're not leaving the hood.
Nah, this is not working, sir.
Wait. Is my network glitching or are we fine?
Do you wanna try just to be the voice or something, maybe? Because
All right, cool. Let me try this.
Yeah.
How is this?
This is so
How's this
weird.
going? How's this going so far?
It looks like it's Big Brother and you're in the background or something. So
Okay, how is it going so far? All right, so guys, welcome back to another 5 Rounds show. Welcome back to another 5 Rounds show. I know it's been weeks that we've been online, but we're back, and we're back with a blast. Just to start with, how are you doing, Patrick, and how are you doing, Nala, so far?
well, good man. It feels like we're being interviewed, but
I know, right?
but there's nothing we can do. The guy's internet is acting up, so it's maybe. But you know what? There's a way where you can still be showing here. I don't know what settings we have it on here, because there's a way.
No problem.
There's a way that you can still show up, but I don't know why it's like this. To be honest with you,
No problem. And guys in the chat, guys just joining us online, welcome back to another 5 Rounds show. Tonight we're going to be talking about fame and fortune, and this is all about this is all about rich and famous. Yeah. So I know, like, a lot of people would say, let's say about money. Let's say just about money. Let's say money may not buy happiness, but I would rather cry in a Ferrari or a BMW or a Jaguar or anything. In this sense, like, a lot of people believe that, they'd rather just be famous, even though if they're living a miserable life. And we're just trying to talk about that and figure out, the good stuff and the bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, so guys that are just joining us, we're off for a couple of weeks, and we are back. Well-deserved break. It was all to do with summer. We also need our summer break. While you're going your hollybobs, we also needed our hollybobs as well. But you know what? Here we meet again, and let's continue the show. So, fame and fortune. What's going on?
No, you're fine. Keep going. Keep going. The voice in the background.
All right. Okay. All right. So the voice in the background will post a question there. So the question is, we all know, like, fame kind of like makes people look cool. They have their cars, and you're like, wow, I want to be part of that. I want to be like them. And you always say you tell a famous person, you tell them that, you know what, when I grow up, I want to be like you. When we don't even know what's happening in the background and stuff like that. So is fame an accurate measure of most celebrities don't really play a huge role in this thing, and we're just trying to figure, if you're going to be famous, do you think, like, you're does it measure your values? Does it really contribute to society if you're famous and everybody says, hey, Nala's famous, Patrick's famous, B's famous?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Nah, the voice in the background is not working.
Nah,
I think
weird.
I think try come back. Back. So yes. So you've posted the first question for us. Do you want to start it, Nala, or do you want me to start?
You can go ahead. I'll go after you. MP, come back in the front. What's
Yeah,
going on?
in the video
Jeez.
because it's
Jeez.
not working
I'm
with you
sorry.
in the
Gina,
background.
he's probably sitting. Yeah, go
I have my
ahead.
feet up.
What do you think,
Feet up
Patrick?
the table.
I don't know. You know the thing about people who are famous or fame in general is some people use it in a bad way, so some people use it in a good way, and yes, it can be used to measure a person's value, and obviously the contribution to society, because it's quite like I said. For example, I'm trying to give an example of some of the famous people who are able to help charities or their community. Let's say the footballer Sadio Mane, who he wasn't even making the most money at his team at Liverpool, but you could see the guy has been building hospitals, and even right now he's going to Saudi Arabia. He said, "I'm going to build hospitals." Where you can tell from the way he speaks that this guy is a genuine guy. I don't know. Does it have to do with fame? Because you say does fame the fame an accurate measure of a person's value? I don't think so. I think some people are just genuinely nice, you know. And the thing is, what fame does is it just puts whatever you had, makes it maybe times 2 or times 3. Because if you were an asshole, mind I don't know, excuse my language. If you're an evil individual or somebody who's not nice, you can tell. You can even tell some of these people when they're famous. Like that girl, whatever I know, is it Doja Cat or whatever her name is. That is a horrible human being. You can tell from the way she tweets, the way she talks to people. Fame is just simply exposing her for who she is, because now she's out there. But I would, so for my answer would be on the first one. It says a person's value. I don't think fame does. I think it would expose who you are, but people's values are the same. If you, as I said, if you're a bad person, you'll always be a bad person. If you were a nice person before you became famous, I'm pretty sure people will see through it that this is a good individual. Now, I don't really get the contributions to society, because this question I'm trying to divide it into two. Because I'm trying to say fame and accurate measure of contribution to a person's value.
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, okay, so it's together. So I don't know. I just think fame doesn't do anything to measure anything, or it will not show an accurate, because some people might use the fame, might be famous and pretend to be good. Because we've also seen them later on, they get exposed that this individual is never that good, but now they were pretending to be good. Like you've seen it in a few documentaries where somebody goes to a charity, they hug a few kids, then they go back in the start washing their hands, putting sanitizer. You know what I mean? Like that's just wrong, you know. Like they're saying, those dirty kids I was hugging. You've seen there was a documentary, they exposed somebody for, they used to pretend to be nice in front of cameras, but behind the cameras they were a horrible individual. So that's what I'm saying. People can also use fame to blind this, all of us, and say, you know what, this is who I am, and I contribute to society. I'm a nice person. These are my values. So I don't think fame has anything measure. I don't think, that's just me. That's why I can't answer this question. I'm trying to think. I was like, does fame really measure anything? I don't think so. Yeah.
All right. So before we continue with Nala, just gonna hit up in the comments there. Gunjan, welcome. Too nice to welcome. What's that? Zaliro Moyo, welcome. Just to read your comment, there. I think I'll just start from Gunjan's comment to say, everyone can get fame through social media these days. That is a good point. That is a good point. We'll get back. We'll get back to that one. Z there went on to say, how you become famous is also critical. Doja Cat, yeah, Doja Cat. That's something.
I somewhat agree with that statement, but also I disagree because again we go back to Kim K, right? The way she got famous, everybody talks about this. We've laughed about it. The way she got famous is you would downgrade her and say that, oh, she did this just to be this person that's in front of us. But behind the scenes, Kim has been doing so much for people that are incarcerated in America. She's been doing so much to make sure that those people come out when they have been wrongfully convicted. She's been doing the work, you know. She's been using her fame to help people.
Sorry to cut you off there.
And then he cuts. Sorry to cut you off, and then the brother cuts.
And then he's gone.
Yeah.
And then he's gone.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Just to get back to Patrick's point, just on your point there, to say Patrick was talking about celebrities that go out, right? Celebrities that go out and then show up helping people and stuff like that, and they go back on the sideline, and then they wash their hands and stuff. Don't you think that Kim's doing the same thing? That she only
No.
wants this for her own show?
No.
Really. I think
No.
she genuinely helps. I think she genuinely
Kim
helps
is
a lot.
genuinely helping people. Like, there's been people that have been incarcerated for
You
years.
got us
and
food, Kim.
she's been fighting for those people, and people are actually getting out of prison because of what she's doing. So she's using her fame to a good point. Like, despite the way she got famous with the sex tape, Kim is doing a lot.
He's out of line, but he's right.
I had to drop that. I hope he says
you had to.
I hope I said she's on line, but you're right.
Yeah.
But you know what? That point that Vanessa's brought, I think, has just opened another. Like, it's just opened my mind elsewhere. Is because look at how Kim got famous, right?
Yeah.
What's the judgment to most people? She's a bad individual. How dare you do that? You know what I mean? But that
actually,
is not what
does.
Say
that, oh, because she's got a sex tape. Oh, how could she have kids and all of this? But
she's changed.
From what I see, Kim seems to be an amazing mom. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, so that was a good point. So that was a good thing that you dug out the fact that somebody can become famous due to something, but people still change that's what I'm saying. It's difficult. But that means, do you know what? Regardless what she did, maybe she was just a genuine nice person, and she did that, yes, to get famous. But that doesn't measure the fact that, okay, just because she did that sex tape, it means that she's an individual who's like nasty or anything. I don't know Kim that way, but I mean, like, you're saying she's doing great work. That's what I'm saying. Fame can never. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. How can fame measure something? How can you measure something? I don't get it. I don't get how you can measure.
That is true. And Gunjan put it there: is fame measurable? Would you answer that, Nala, while you at it? A few followers on Instagram, fame.
I think to an extent it is, because you can. Yeah, I think to an extent it is, because if you have influence on people, does that not make you famous? If brands are coming to you and asking you to promote their products, that means you have influence on people, and i.e. means you're famous, no?
Yeah, fame, influence, yeah.
So I think to an extent, yes, it is. You can measure it, but to what extent, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Depends how many followers you have.
You could have less followers. Yeah.
So Jesus was famous, isn't it? Yeah, disciples.
Yeah. He was.
Look at this, right? Look at this. You might have, let's say, 120, whatever.
Sorry, Andy. So was also Jesus the first influencer? Because I'm just thinking about it.
Could have been, because then, you know what? Like right about now, we talk about tweets. People were writing about him in the Bible, you know? So he was the first influencer.
So the Bible. So you compare. So the Bible is tweets from back in the days.
Back in the days, spread the message, and everybody got the word. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's move on. Okay, we just diverted it. But no, I was just thinking about that. Jesus then was an influencer. Then, you know what I mean?
One of the first, but then talking about the followers, the likes, and all that stuff. So does fame? Do you think does fame bring happiness and fulfillment?
Fame. I also say fame.
Like, we're gonna post this question there and talk about it a bit.
That's a good one, though. Wait, MP, that's a good one, though. Yeah. How many sex tapes have come out after hers? A few, but they failed.
They didn't have good quality. Maybe.
No, it's not about good quality. It's the way Kim is very smart, you people. It's the way Kim, just after the sex tape, she was just
crocodile tears. Crocodile tears.
Well, Mimi tried to do that with the crocodile tears. It didn't work. But Kim knew what she needed to do after that sex tape. She knew that I need to have a show. I need to be in front of people. My name needs to be a household name, and that's exactly what she did. And now she's like, she got shows from. She got what?
Yeah, because look, people have tried and felt, man, nobody cares anymore these days. Even when there's like, oh, so and so has a sex tape, people are like, you
whatever.
know what I mean? It's not
whatever. It is what it is.
Very well, because those even sex tapes before came and some did not succeed. So she didn't milk it very well.
So going back to the question, right? I think I read a recent article that was talking about a mother that has an OnlyFans account, and her son went to school, and the friends were bullying the son to say that here we've got pictures of your mom, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. Well, she's well paid. She's well paid with OnlyFans and stuff. But then, does fame bring more happiness, fulfillment? Does it come with increased stress and loss of privacy? Because at this stage, like, you're getting famous, you're getting your money, you're doing everything, but your kids are suffering. You know? Does it really secure something good, or get you to the worst life?
We will not see heaven.
Yeah. You really need to fix this internet of yours. But anyway,
I am so sorry. But the question I posed there is,
hold up.
I know that ain't who I think it
is. Is it
yes,
who I think it is?
Yes, it is.
So what is he doing in the comments instead of being here? This brother, man.
No, I wouldn't know.
Okay, cool. So
going back.
Yeah, so you want us to answer?
Question that Patrick help. Yeah, please do read it, because my network is.
No. Like. Look, at the end of the day, there's a lot of ways to dive into this, and there's so many, and that's the thing. Because first of all, people who are famous, sometimes when they speak in the let's say on TV, the ones that are saying there's a dark side of Hollywood, there's a dark side of the music industry. Yeah. All I sit down and think about is there's always a dark side to everything. Even right now, all of us here, there's a dark side to our jobs, there's a good side to our jobs, there's a dark side to our lives. But fame, as I said, I think it just levitates things. Like, it just makes them times 3 or times 5. Let's say whatever it is.
It amplifies everything.
Yeah, I don't think if levitate works. What is levitate is? Oh God! Anyway, okay. But what I'm trying to say is, some people, it brings them happiness. Like, some people genuinely are happy. I've seen happy famous people. Like, let's say Keanu Reeves. Like, you've seen him. He just lives, but the thing, he just lives a simple life. But he's famous. But he is happy. Some people, fulfillment, it does bring them, because some think? Like football players, actors, you get your Oscar, you've achieved something in life. That's what you wanted. You've been fulfilled. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. There's everything to this. You know, some people had goals in life, like the same thing as MP. You've been training us for many years that you become a millionaire. This is 2023.
I tell you, soon.
Tell him.
But you see, you become a millionaire. Let's say maybe next year, you'll be fulfilled. You'll be like, this is what I wanted. Yeah. So fame taketh and giveth, as they say in the Bible. Fame taketh and giveth. I don't know if this is true there. And also, what I'm trying to say is, people get stressed because some of this fame comes at you and it's too much. You're in the public eye. People are into your business. Nothing is private anymore. And yes, you do lose your privacy. And I'm pretty sure yourself, before you become famous, you know what's going to happen. The reason of you wanting to become famous, right, is for people to know you. Once you become famous, your business will be everybody's business. So I don't get, like, for me, I'm not trying to be heartless. I'm just saying, the time you're saying, I want to become a musician, you knew yourself as an individual that if I become a musician, MP will be my fan, Vanessa will be my fan. They'll all follow me on Twitter. Everybody will follow me. Patrick will follow me. They'll comment underneath my thing. They'll follow me wherever I go. So you chose that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yes, when your privacy is lost, which I think it's always lost, there's nothing you can do. The best thing you can do is maybe, you know how people have a team behind them that tries to protect them, try to make things a bit private, but even though they're not private, but at least they decrease the exposure. So yes, it comes with stress because some people want to do things in life that they want to just live normal lifestyles. But I've seen few actors like Keanu. They see him at the train station. He's eating a sandwich on a bench, but nobody bothers him. I don't know how he's managed to do that. Maybe it's because he made himself so available. So people are like, there's Keanu just sitting on the bench. Well, I think when you put yourself behind doors like Eminem, who never leaves his house. I don't know if you guys know that. Eminem rarely leaves his studio and his house. And when he comes out, people are like, oh my God, it's Eminem. So I don't know. Does it increase stress? Yes, I think as a human being, it would, because it amplifies everything, as I say, and it makes things double. So for instance, right now, I'm not famous at all, but I have stress in my life. And imagine if I was famous. I couldn't hide that. I have to be on camera. I have to pretend as if I'm happy. Can you imagine all that life? You have to pretend you have to come out for your fans on Twitter or Instagram, make this video smiling while like things are not well. So I think it's a stressful life, and fame brings a lot of things. It brings happiness. It also brings fulfillment. Because people, as I said, that achieve things that you're like, oh my God, look at this individual that making 10K a week. You know what I mean? So yeah. But privacy, I'm pretty sure that's the contract you signed as soon as you wanted to become an actor, a football player, or somebody famous, a TikToker, or you wanted to come on 5Roundz. Our privacy is gone. Wherever I go now.
God damn.
Like,
God damn.
It's better for 5Roundz.
You wish.
Yeah, so just to hold it there, guys. So we're on every Fridays, and we start off at 7 p.m. That's pretty much not African time. This is more like GMT time. And if you're just joining us, to hit your notification button, subscribe, and we're always there. Like this video and make sure that you keep us alive, and we are staying live
and out
video. Keep us going.
Damn.
We want to make it, Vanessa. We want to make it with this brother. We want to make it. How are we going to become famous if this man is freezing like this? This famous man is freezing. Apologies.
Sorry about that. I was just about to say that looking at it, if I want to be famous, I have to spend a lot of money to find the best, internet provider. I don't even know, I have to spend for my clothes. Anyways, Nala, tell us.
Okay, so does fame bring more happiness and fulfillment? I think in terms of recognition and validation, to an extent, fame does provide sort of like that validation that everything that you're doing is right, or your talents are acknowledged. So I think to an extent, it gives you that validation. It gives you gratification to know that, oh, this is the talent I have, and I bring it to the world, and everybody's enjoying that talent, and it's appreciated by so many people, and people tend to love what you do. So to that extent, I think, yes, it kind of gives you that validation. It gives you that happiness, that sense of fulfillment. But also, like, in terms of being famous, well, we talked about that you end up getting opportunities from big brands, being able to sell like certain products because of the fame that you have, or the influence that you have on people. So hence giving you more fame and giving you more money. Again, it comes back to the fulfillment. And then being able to collaborate with different people, and like actors being able to collaborate with other actors. Again, you're perfecting your craft, and people are able to see what you're good at, and again, it gives you fulfillment. But like Patrick said, it comes with a lot of stress.
Yeah.
The fact that everywhere you go, you have the crazy fans that want to attack you. There's also a story of a really famous, I don't know if she was an actress or an actor or a singer, but she was so famous but got attacked by her own fan and was killed. So it's stuff like that even though you're being brought to the world and you're giving the world this talent that you have, but you also have this stress of saying, my sense of security is gone.
Yeah, people stalk you.
Yeah, you can't just walk into a Walmart. You can't just walk into Tesco and say, you know what, I'm gonna get pack of cigarettes or I'm going to buy a drink without having to worry that someone might attack me for who I am, or the fact that you can't do normal things on a daily basis because people know who you are. And people want to attack you, people want to be around you. You know, it comes with the territory of being famous.
Yeah. Nice, yeah.
Does it bring happiness? I believe that if you're doing what you love, then yes, it'll give you happiness, it'll give you fulfillment. But also there are also people that go into, let's say, an acting career or become a singer, and it blows up and they're like, I really didn't want this. This is too much for me.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, and then they end up getting depressed. They end up sort of like losing themselves or hang out with the wrong people and then start to think, where has my life gone? You know, people, you've seen this with people or actresses or actors or musicians where they die because of abusing drugs. But again, it comes back to that thing that were they not happy in their lives? They have everything. They have fame, they've got fortune. I think were they not happy? So again, as long as it depends on what you are doing or where you're coming from and where you're going, I think it just depends on the person. So that's what I think. It depends on the person. It depends on where you're coming from. It depends on what your goals are, what you want to achieve in life. So
God damn.
On that note, we're gonna drop Vanessa's favorite song.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, cause Lord them.
Do that. I knew you were gonna do that. I knew it.
That Spider-Man is coming, isn't it? I don't know. I can't. You know these videos, Vanessa. Since you posted that first one, there's a new one where he's dancing in church. I put
come on.
That one is I think that's the best Spider-Man. What is that?
That is trash.
You know what? West Africa is Nigerians. Well, fair play to you guys, and you guys are just taking things to the next
comedy, pure comedy. What do I think about does fame bring happiness? It does bring happiness. Well, if you're a person that really wanted attention, really wanted, people to love you separately, because then most family members won't love you. It's mostly your fans that will give you the support to be at that extreme. So if you're looking for that, you will find that like anywhere you want to go, like TikTok, whatever it is and stuff. If you're talking about happiness, that would be finding love. I think if your inbox is flooded, you won't even find your true love, because then people will be pretending and all that stuff. So you've just touched upon something. That's another thing. When you're famous, unless I've seen people who, I don't know, it's just fame is poisonous, because there's people who, like, let's say, were with somebody before they were famous. That person becomes famous, they dump whoever they were with, who helped them to. I've seen it before, where they
Patrick, but then that's just who they are.
Yeah, you see,
that's the person. That's who they are.
It poses a lot of things. You know what I mean? Anyway, go ahead, MP.
So
I found a definition here anyway for people who.
So, the definition is fame, the state of being known or talked about by many people, especially on account of notable achievements. Notable achievements, that's debatable, because, well, you have it's
that is debatable.
It is.
It's a tough
I'm about to come back to Kim K.
No, that lady on TikTok.
Who's that? The one who's making money?
I think it's Pinky Doll or something.
Yeah, strong woman, bad, amazing. Oh, thank you, baby. This is.
Did I tell you that she's pissed off? Did I tell you that she did a video? I didn't see the video. I was at work. She and this is funny, and it also comes to this. So I'm pretty sure you know that she has an OnlyFans account. Apparently, she does. I found out in the thing in the video. So obviously she does videos. She's got pictures out there.
Wait. Can I just cut you there? That's called multiple income. That's called passive income.
But listen to this now. Remember how Vanessa said some people become famous and start questioning things that I didn't really want this. Yeah. She's pissed off and she wants to sue. I don't know who she's going to sue. I don't know who she's suing. She says she's pissed off because our OnlyFans content is out there on Google, and she Googles, you find her pictures that are supposed to be private on OnlyFans,
Wow.
and her content that's supposed to be.
That is clout.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna do it. I feel like she's just trying to stir things up.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
Yeah, so apparently she's not happy.
You don't have the facilities, big man.
Yeah, so Do is not happy.
You know. Yeah, fulfillment. I think.
Yeehaw!
Yeah. So the fulfillment part. Some people are satisfied with just getting 2 likes, 3 likes, 100, 1,000, whatsoever, and stuff like that. If you're looking
talking about likes,
Yeah.
you better be liking this video. There's a lot of you watching. You better be liking this video. Me, Vanessa, MP, and myself. We want the next time we do a video. This is the the next time we do a video, we
add some sugar, some spice to it.
Patrick.
So
you know what? That was a fail.
I worry about you.
Yeah, that was a fail. That was the wrong video. After I'm done with this, I'm just gonna sit outside like this. You know the one I was looking for? I was looking for the one where he counts money. You sent me one where he's
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought it was. So now NP, go ahead, NP.
Just going back, we all like fulfillment. Like we all know, like people crave fame. They want to become powerful. They want status. They want wealth, right? Fulfillment, you might get it because then TikTok pays you for how many views you get. I think you might get it there. You know, if you.
But I have a question for you. I think it also comes back to the same thing Vanessa said. Is okay. For instance, why did we start this? I think we said this because we just wanted to be talking to each other, right? And
Correct,
obviously, you end up becoming big. But what if we became too big, where you're like, maybe Vanessa comes out and says, "I just joined this for fun, but I didn't really this to be. What's happening? You know what I mean? She goes everywhere. They're like, Vanessa, photos. You know what I mean? Do you get my point? So what if some people are just fulfilled for the fact that the fulfillment is they want to just talk on camera and get interaction with viewers, sit down like this with friends, do this as a
and just have a conversation.
Yeah, but then it goes the wrong way. You know what I mean?
I think that's where I think that's where we actually can add in to say it increases stress, right, and loss of privacy. Like I think when you're famous, right, you have to keep up with your standards. You have to keep up with your appearance. You have to keep up with whatever thing that you posted. So you went on holiday. Let's say you went on holiday Dubai. The next holiday, you still want to level, you want to top Dubai, you want to top the US, you want to top whatever holiday you went to. Because then once people see a content that you've gone to a, shabby place, I don't know, whatever, country it might be, and you're in a certain neighborhood, they'll call you broke. I believe with your happiness that you like that stuff, that you want to be liked for being out there, people have trashy comments. They will flood your comment section, and you'll be hit with something that you least expected from your followers to be saying, "Oh, what a crappy place! Oh, were you safe or with blah 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 and stuff like that? Oh, you lost your your money, blah 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 and stuff." So you have to take note that when you get fame, you get your money right. Whatever fortune might come in somewhere somehow, it might come in. If it comes in, people are expecting you to spend that money. People are expecting you to floss. So if you don't floss, I think.
Wait, do
it
you?
Really,
No. Are you trying to say that it's a must for you to flex? Is that what you're trying to say?
Nah, I think we've created a space that we expect people that are up there to be the influencers, to be the ones to get the bags, to be the ones to get the, to go on those holidays. So we see what it's like, because then we ourselves cannot really get to those levels. Now someone else is doing it. Now we just we want them to do something next.
For what? D-class celebrities.
D-class.
I feel like the A-listers don't have time for that. They don't care about you. They don't care about, like, a good example. The guy the owner of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Have you seen the way this guy dresses? Like, he does not care. He doesn't care. It's only the people that don't have a lot of money in their account that are like, Let me put on Gucci. Hey, let me put on this. Those are the people that are just on your timeline, just doing the most.
Yeah, that's true though. Have you noticed that it's us broke people who want to wear things with good labels and everything? And
There you go.
when I just wear a white t-shirt without anything, people will start making fun of you. While these billionaires are always wearing these simple outfits. Do you want to go in the comments, Mister
But I digress.
Yep. Yep.
Accountant? Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. Let me just get into the comments. If my network goes glitch, please someone else help me on this
It's
one.
actually improved itself. Is it the time? Maybe
Right?
at 7:30. Yeah, I'm
Could be.
shocked.
Could be the time. Could be the time. So we'll start with the comments there. We'll start with the comments there. We're from Gunjan. Gunjan wrote to say Warren Buffett, jet planes. That is happy fame. Very interesting. OV too nice there. Oh yeah, it's Ovita. Yeah. I actually too nice. I just remembered that. Look at me. I'm rich and happy. We haven't seen that. Whoa. We're yet to see that.
Richard, what? 2 year in your
Gunjan
car.
says,
Sit down there.
Gunjan says Keanu Reeves is Omega Mel. What does that mean?
I don't know.
The end Mel? I don't know. I don't know what that
The
is.
alpha?
Could have been the alpha. Don't Smoke says in Africa it depends.
What do you mean?
I
Depends on
think it
what?
was down. I think it was down to fame. Like when you're famous, you get rich in Africa most of the times. Like if you're famous, just famous that you don't have the money, but you're an influencer of like you try to.
Wait. But you can be
That's
famous
a
in
lie.
you can be
That's a
famous in
lie.
Africa. You can be famous in Africa and not have money.
Thank you. You could
You
be
can be
famous
broke.
in Africa for just being a.
All right, okay. We move. All right. She's telling monetary fame. All right, talking about monetary fame. And then it's how about El Chapo? El
Yeah,
Chapo was
yeah,
famous.
for the wrong reasons.
For the wrong
Was
reasons, but he had money.
was
The
famous.
man had
Had the
money. Come on now.
I remember reading. I don't know if it's true or not, but El Chapo had the money where one time it was so cold and his daughter was so cold, he burnt
They
about
burnt
like
money. Yes.
yeah, they
To
burnt
heat
about I
up.
don't know 1 million or 5 million just to heat up the house.
Some of us will just die or die.
You
So
Hey,
cover yourself with your money.
yeah,
hey.
so going back there, Gundan says Eminem travel and bulletproof car.
Yeah,
Z
that's
Moore
true. Yeah,
says
that's what his friend said.
fame without riches.
Yeah, Africa.
Africa, yeah, we're talking
like,
about Africa.
like look at the musicians in Africa. They could be famous, but they just
Not have enough money.
they don't have even the money. They'll be asking you for drinks in the when you go to the pub.
Yeah. So going back to Nala's favorite track there, she's perfect as Spider-Man. All right, okay.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever spider can. Shoot the web anytime, can you see? Just a spectacular.
Look out for Spider-Man. Hey. All right,
Here comes the Spider-Man.
So Zemo says, "Let's go fund the brother." I think Zemo is talking about you, Patrick, saying that you've got the fame, but the coins ain't coming.
Oh no, wasn't he talking about
Yeah,
your internet though? Maybe I think he's
Ah,
could,
I
oh,
think you
could
said
have
what?
been me. Could have been me as well.
Oh. Call your own death, sir.
Hey,
I think I was talking about your internet.
could be. And Patrick, I miss you on
All art,
the
yeah. It's a channel.
what was it?
It's
All right.
I used to be a regular on this big sports channel, but
Mm,
I'm gonna go
mm.
back. It's at night. Like the programs are at 11, so sometimes you're going to work. So I'll
All
go.
right,
I used to start off with in Africa we say blah blah. So I used to say some.
all right.
People love that.
All
Um,
right, cool stuff. Just the last point there, you said omega male definition, and omega male is like the opposite of the alpha male. All right, okay. I'll bait equally and cool and confident. All right. Whereas an alpha male is extrovert and blah 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 blah. All right, okay, we get it. So alpha male, omega male. All right, okay, that's a new thing. Anyways, going back to the celebrities, you're talking about the celebrities, right? And you were saying that they get the money, blah blah blah, and they floss and all that stuff. And I have pretty much the elite do not floss, and then the ones that
D.
are pretty the D class celebrities, they
As
floss,
Nala
right?
said, the D.
Yeah. The D list, right? So with the D list, right, I am just gonna post a question there, just a question. So should celebrities and wealthy individuals be expected to use their platforms and resources to address social and political issues? We're looking at this, right? We're talking about how we see that, you're not supposed to spend money this way, you're not supposed to live your life this way, you're not supposed to do certain things, blah blah blah, because then the reach into that. Or politics, we see things getting out of hand. But I've seen a lot of videos, I haven't seen a lot of celebrities coming forward to talk about, political issues, social issues, and all of that stuff. Like, do you think all of this, like, if you're famous, you have to, if you have to have, you've got value, and people look at you and they say, hey, wow, Nala, hey, wow, Patrick, and they're like, you know what, if Patrick's saying that, or if Nala saying that, like, I'm in for that. Do you think celebrities need to come forward, like, to join in on this?
Not really. I don't think. At the end of the day, like this is. I think we spoke about this before. I think
Hmm.
we spoke about something similar. Like we said, is somebody who's like famous expected to help? I mean, I think we are talking about something else. I remember there was a topic we were talking about that. Are they expected to? If you are rich, are you expected to help the poor or something? At the end
Hmm.
of the day, I don't think anybody expects. The word expect is as if that somebody promised you something.
Hmm.
Then the day these guys worked hard for what they get. I get it. It's the people who put them there, but you guys put them there, but they didn't. Like nobody asked you to. Like for
they
instance,
they
let's say
didn't
for
beg
instance,
you?
yeah, like let's say somebody who
Oh,
sings.
whoa.
So look, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like a singer will sing, they're singing, you guys love them, you idolize them, but I don't think they force you to follow them. They just sing and you follow them because you like what they're singing.
Hmm.
So at
Yeah.
the end, you didn't say, "Oh, um, Mr. Christopher Brown, I follow you, so it's a must that because I am from Africa, you have to come and speak about Africa. This is happening about the corruption in Africa." It's not like it. What I'm trying to say is, it's not like it mustn't be expected. I think it's up to somebody.
Yeah.
Yes. Overall, as humans, when you are famous, it's good to use your platform for the right things. Like to say, for instance, ourselves here. I'm pretty sure the time when there was a bit issues about voting in Malawi, some people were very passionate about it because they wanted change. We were lied to again. LOL. Anyway, I'm trying to say people could have spoken out. Some people could have used this platform. Some people would have said, "No, I don't want to get involved in politics." We could have
Hmm.
not expected, let's say, Nala to have said, "I'm not getting involved in this political message." I could have come in
Hmm.
and said, "Oh, I am getting involved. I'm really passionate about it." And we find we do
Hmm.
a video, we all vote. Half of us say we're not going to be there. Half of us still go ahead with it. That's what I'm saying. Nobody, I think, is expected. But
Yeah.
as an overall thing, I say when you're very famous, or like ourselves here when we're on camera, I'm pretty sure people will expect us to do certain things, but it's also a choice. You get it?
Yeah.
I don't get
Hmm.
if you understand what I'm trying to say. It's like it's a
No, I
choice,
get that.
but I know the expectations of everybody in the world. Like right now, I remember when we started the 5 rounds thing. I
Hmm.
want to mention exactly who sent me that message. It was a message that was sent that somebody wanted us to speak on something. Then I think I
Hmm.
don't know, MP, if you remember, we chose to stay away from it because we are like we don't know the information behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Luckily,
yeah, yeah,
later
yeah.
on, we found out there was more information than what that person was giving us. Yes, it was involved in our own country, but I'm saying
Hmm.
things like that. But I'm pretty sure from outside, somebody wasn't happy after we didn't go ahead with it because people expect you that, oh, just because you're
You
doing
have the
this,
platform.
you have the platform, you're supposed to use it in this particular way. But I don't know. It's a very these questions are very difficult because they've got answers both sides. Because to be honest with you, you
Hmm.
have to know how to use your fame right or your exposure or your platform the right way.
Hmm.
But as I said, overall, also you don't make a promise. I don't remember the time when we started 5 rounds. All of us did not say, "Oh, this is what we are expected to do."
Hmm.
We did
Hmm.
say
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
our values, we have our values and way to run things, but we
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
say, "Oh, when there's political stuff, we're going to address it. We're going to jump on it." I don't think we ever said that. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
that's all to say. This topic today has so much to dive into because
Yeah. Yeah.
it can
Yeah.
go either way. It can go either way. Because at the end of the
Hmm.
day, I'll
Hmm.
be the
Hmm.
first one saying, "Oh, why is like that girl I mentioned? No, is it Doja Cat? Look, I'm
Yeah.
telling her
Yeah. Yeah.
that she's a horrible person, but does she owe me anything? Like she even said it on
No.
Twitter. I don't owe your shit. She said it, and she even
Oh.
said it to her biggest fan page. So,
Yeah.
oh, things went by. Because our biggest fan page commented, and that the least you can do is appreciate us. We push or whatever, and she says,
Your music.
yeah, and I was like, I don't owe you anything. That's what she said. But at the end of the day, does she owe us anything? No. But at the same time, also there's another side there that you at the end, these are the people who put you there, the same as the president.
You have a job to do.
So you see, it's both sides might be right on this question, to be honest. Yeah.
God damn. Nala and guys in the comments, come on, fire up.
Like Patrick said, it can be both sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you argue in the favor of it, you'd say that celebrities have such a huge platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
When certain things happen, i.e., injustices happen, it's always so good for them to sort of like spread the word or let people know as to what is going on and what shouldn't be happening, i.e., the whole thing that happened with George Floyd. A lot of celebrities came and talked about it, and because they did that, a lot of people were talking about this, and it got a lot of views on what was happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also at the same time, you can also argue that they don't have the expertise to speak on certain things, i.e., government legislations, unless they know about those things. But if they don't, then I think it would be, how can I put this? I think it would be careless for them to sit there and talk about something that they know nothing of to millions and millions of followers, because then you're spreading information, false information, or information that's not relevant to whatever it is that's happening in the world. Do you get what I mean? But I think at the end of the day, it's up to the person if they want to use their platform for that. I follow this lady called Sophia Bush. She talks a lot about how Black people are treated in America. She's a white actress, but she talks about a lot of injustice that happens in America with police brutality and all of this. But if you saw the movies that she acted in and all of this, you'd think, what is she thinking? Like, why would she? But she went and got educated on those things, on those matters. And when she speaks, she knows what she's talking about, you know? And a lot
That's
of
how she
people
gets involved.
listen. Yes, she gets involved. She meets with a lot of activists, you know? So she knows what she's talking about, and she's using her platform for the right reasons, because she knows she's probably got predominantly a lot of like white followers. So if she's speaking about these issues that a lot of them might think, oh my God, I don't wanna, you know, get involved with this. But if she's constantly talking about those issues, then people are forced to sit down and have conversations about those issues. Again, she goes and makes sure that she knows what she's talking about. She's being active in terms of understanding what is happening with the Black community in America. But again, like Patrick said, this is both sides.
Yeah.
It's up to the person who, because again, it's your platform, it's your fame, it's up to you as a person. If you want to do that, if you want to spread the word, or if you want to get political with it, it's up to you. If you want to look like a fool, go ahead and look like a fool. It's up to you.
Yes.
So
MP
it goes
requested
either way.
Sorry, I saw Vanessa MP requested us to show this.
Just wanted to share something, people.
What's happening?
I'm talking about celebrities. Ooh, no sound, Patrick. No sound.
And
There is no sound. And
wait, there's no sound. There's no sound.
No sound at all.
Oh,
Oh, your chat's there, bro.
for the whole world to see.
What? Nah, the whole world can see. It's a good chat anyway. I'm saying, well, how come there was no sound? I was trying to see if there's sound.
Till next time
there was no
we'll
sound?
do that, but yeah, there was no sound.
Yeah, we'll do
but
that.
But anyways, guys, we were talking about fame and fortune. Like we haven't really touched into so many areas because then this topic is like a huge thing that we could actually talk about because we've seen a lot of people doing so many things. Lockdown, we've seen people joining OnlyFans. Before that, we'd seen people doing, all
What's
these
with you
pranks.
and OnlyFans?
This
No,
guy
I,
loves
I
this guy loves that stuff, don't you?
so we've seen like I'm building up. So before lockdown, we've seen people
Nah, this
doing
guy
pranks and
loves
stuff.
OnlyFans.
During lockdown, we've seen people joining OnlyFans, doing the YouTube pages and all that stuff, doing TikTok until this stage. Until this point, we've seen people get rich over time, being whatever dropship and whatever influences and stuff like that. That is fame that's got them there, and fortune followed after that. But just to add on to one last thing that we can actually talk about, and then we close off. It's a question that I was actually thinking about here. Does the pursuit of fame hinder personal authenticity, leading to a manufactured public image? Because a lot of people have really, really put in so much to look like they're amazing, but they're horrible people, like you said about Doja Cat. They're amazing people, like you said about Keanu Reeves. They are, people that are like elite and they don't even want to show off anything. They're just, living their life. Does the pursuit of fame really hinder you know, your original, your genuine kind of like character in a sense at this stage? Because then it looks like you have to do a lot. You have to sell your soul just to be a certain individual at this stage. Because I don't know, is hard work really a thing now? Just hard work that really doesn't require you to look stupid in a sense. I'm just asking.
You know what? I know a lot of people, I know this might be a bad example. No, this is not a bad example. Hard work does pay off because I'm Beyonce, guys. This woman works extremely hard, and
Sampling people's music, but anyways, continue.
everybody samples music.
Shut up,
But the
bitch.
fact that she
That one is for you, MP. That one was for you, MP. That one was for you, MP. How
all
can you
right,
hate? How can you hate on Queen B like that? Seriously, are you hating on Beyonce? Did you say sampling? Everybody samples everybody's music.
everybody samples music. If you go back and listen to one of your favorite songs, right, from
Mm,
whoever,
mm,
you'll find out that that was sampled from a song that was done in the 1950s or whatever, you know. But what I was trying to say is she has so much respect from so many people in the industry because she works her ass off.
mm,
And
mm,
it's
mm, mm.
like she doesn't look for handouts or state that, hey, I've been here, I've given you this, so I'm not gonna do this. She's out there on the road doing touring.
She could have just been lazy also and said, "I'm Jay Z's wife. I don't have to do anything."
She's out there touring, dancing her ass off, you know? Like the
Mhm,
beginning of her tour, people were laughing and saying, oh, she doesn't have that kind of energy anymore. But it's
mm,
only because she had surgery on her leg or something. But then she
mm,
bounced
mm.
back because that's who she is. That's her.
I,
Her,
w- I,
her
w- I
mantra
would have
is I work
I would
hard.
have sorry, I would have gone to debate about this to say Rihanna is a good fame, but anyways, continue.
What does that
No,
even mean?
no, you are right though, because the people have had to manufacture public images. Like, let's say for that kid who's famous, is it I Show? What's his name? What's his name again?
I
Is it
show speed or something
I
like
Show
that.
Speed? Yeah, like that's not how he behaves normally. People have found out, and there's these videos out there that have exposed that that's not his behavior. Because when he goes on camera, he acts like he's too excited, like he's very you can't control him. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
overall,
yeah,
or some people have exposed that this kid doesn't act like this outside the camera. And
yeah,
remember, there's a
yeah.
few videos where he was arguing with people. Then you find out that he wasn't really arguing. He's just doing that for the cameras. He's been told what to do. Remember, so that's the
Oh
image he has
wow.
to bring. And you're right about that. Some people will cook up some sort of image for the public,
Mm,
but
mm,
it
mm.
is what it is, man. You have to do certain things. So when you're on the public platform, you can't do certain things that you want to do on your own. That's the reason why maybe we right now how we are I'm even giving a warning to us. You never know what might happen to this podcast.
Yeah.
It might blow up at the point where we end up with extra people in the future because we're so famous. We can't hold things together. We've got families to look after, other things in our private lives. uh, but even this itself can go to the point where we come at a point where we can't do certain things. We have to act a certain way. You find we can end up having a manager in the background who manages us and tells us that, Nala, today, even though those dreads look fantastic, you can't do dreads right now. We're selling toys with you with another hairstyle. You can only change your hairstyle when like the WWE people. I didn't know that's what they do to them. They refuse them. Like they can't do anything. You know that, right? Like the people who do WWE. I was watching a video about the dark side of it.
Yeah.
You have to be a certain weight. You cannot buff up until you've been given permission.
A certain title.
Yeah. If because they're selling toys and merch or certain things, especially the toys. So the hairstyle on the toy is something else. You have to stay with that hairstyle. You get it? So if you want to change, you're gonna have to wait for the next batch to it's bad stuff like this, and this happens to a lot of people too. Musicians, actors, everything. Like you have to have a certain build.
Image.
Like when a celeb walks out without makeup or they walk out that they're not doing gym, people are like, why is Thor fat? You know what I mean? Like, do you get my point? Like why is the six pack? Do you get my point? I've seen Twitter saying, look at how so and so is looking. So you do have to cook up an image because you get judged a lot and there's eyes all over you. So it does also hinder people's personality, and some people have to act a certain way. Why that's not who they are. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking the Kanye West we're seeing these days, that's the actual Kanye. I think Kanye West, that's who he is. I think the old one was just acting up. This one is the actual one. I think this is him.
Kanye West.
I think
that was a
good guy.
I think that time it was because he was becoming famous and he was stopping his personality. But I think Kanye West's personality is this one. I think this is who he is.
Like now, Doja Cat.
Yeah, but you get my point is because Kanye is so big right now. I think now he's like, I'll act who I am. This is what I can act this way. Nobody cares. But I'm pretty sure if he was young and still hungry and trying to get more money or trying to sell his album seriously, I think he wouldn't be acting like this. He would be taking his personality, saying they'll be telling him calm down for now. But now I think he's made so much money. He's like, be who I am, and I think that's who he is. Wearing leggings and not wearing shoes.
Wow. Anyways, guys, as we were talking, we can say life is about balance. There's peace and pain when it comes to fortune and fame. So looking at it, you've seen it here. We were talking about it. We really haven't touched it to everything, but we made sure that we're talking about, the nitty gritty, the stuff that really, pinch the points that we all think about in society. And as we're going forward, we hope that you get famous, but you get, as well as you get your fortune, but don't lose yourself in the journey of it, because then fame comes with a lot of things, and fortune cannot really be managed. A lot of artists have been robbed over time, so do manage yourself well. And as 5Roundz will be in the coming weeks as well, and we'll be in every Friday. Sorry about my network. My network was a glitch. And tonight it was myself, Patrick, and Nala. And we were talking about fame and fortune. So for now, we'll be closing off, and we'll see you next week. And most of all, subscribe to 5Roundz and hit the notification button. We're up at 7 next week, Friday. So peace for now. Have a good evening.
Spider-Man! Spider-Man! Goes whatever Spider can. Shoot the web anytime. Can you see? Just like sugar.
Come the Spider-Man.
Hey,
Man.
he comes